Hello everybody, welcome to a World of Warships Blitz video, and today's video is the Ernst Gaede. It is the season of tier 6 and I am slowly working my way through my tier 6s. There is a good chance that I may miss some because I have quite a few, and I may forget. So do remind me if there's a tier 6 that you haven't seen. The New York, the Aoba and the Farragut are ships that I don't have, so you won't be seeing those, but anything else I should have on stock. Anyway, today's video is the Ernst Gaede, which is the tier 6 German destroyer. So this follows the T-22, which I have a video made for, but you won't see any more videos made from me around the T-22 because the T-22 is sort of what you have to suffer through to get to the top end of the German line, which starts at tier 6 with the Ernst Gaede and continues as each boat sort of improves. Now, I'm going to be up front here and with you that these are not really my style of destroyers in a lot of ways. They're not fast like the Russian boats. The Russian boats are dedicated gunboats, fast, which is great. Not quite as fast as Le Terrible, which is the tier 8 French destroyer, which of course I love. They don't have smoke like American destroyers or Pan-Asian destroyers or the Japanese gunboat destroyers, so they have a few things that I'm not entirely used to. So here I am. We're going to be hunting down destroyers. I've decided that the cap, we've got ships inside the cap. My job is to basically finish the ships off that aren't going or collaborating with us by getting inside the cap. Now, the Ernst Gaede has good, powerful guns, but they are slow reloading. So just be aware of that. I think they are actually 6-inch guns, which is pretty heavy for destroyer guns. I think they take a 6-second reload, so you'll find that you do a lot of damage, and here I am firing AP because, it does do an awful lot of damage. However, you'll also see that I'm struggling, with the slow reload time. If you miss a shot, it can be a bit of a pain. But anyway, we're keeping the pressure on them. But you can see I've hardly taken any damage. They're quite tough for a destroyer. So we've definitely chased him away and knocked enough health off him that he's not likely to want to come back. I'm going to put a couple of torpedoes in the water, a couple of salvos. So the torpedo reload is relatively quick. Wow, this battleship's in for a world of hurt. Even at tier 6, don't drive in straight lines, people. Please don't drive in straight lines. Don't be this guy, which is unfortunate because, well, I remember getting slammed by torpedoes at that tier, and it was pretty painful. And we get a fire on him, which isn't going to help his situation any bit at all. And the Glacionier takes him down, and we're off to this destroyer. So it's a bit of a overlead there. So the guns have good range. They don't have the same sort of flat arcs as the French destroyer guns or the Russian destroyer guns. So at long range you do have to watch them. They do tend to float a little bit more. Not as bad as the American destroyers. Whoops, don't like the look of that. What's that? It's the Koenig. So one of the problems, of course, with the German destroyers is that there isn't any way to sort of suddenly disappear. You can't just pop smoke like you can another destroyer. So what you need to do is just turn away, head away. That's out of 8 torpedo hits, that's 6, which is, well, that's pretty nice, taking us up to 45,000 damage, and we've rammed the island. But we're facing away from him, so we're an awfully hard target, take very little damage. And while he's reloading, I'll deal with my positioning issues. And as you can see, it's got those 6-inch guns have a very long range. So he's actually going to get into trouble with a lot of other ships. He fires over the head of my ship. If I fire torpedoes at this guy, no point. He's burning. He's got 2 fires on board at least. And he'll, well, yeah. Like that wasn't going to happen. So we've managed to chase everything out of the cap. done a fair bit of damage, but not actually sunk any ships, which is, you know, a bit of a shame. And we're running out of options here, so we've still got 7 ships on our side. They're down to 2. This game's well and truly in the bag, because one of those ships is an aircraft carrier, which at tier 6, whatever that aircraft carrier is, it can only really wear us down. And that battleship, yeah, well, he's in a bit of a bad state as well, so I'm trying to turn to bring myself closer, but I think our aircraft carrier is going to have his way with him, and so it's pretty much a dead duck. But anyway, we're going to see what we can do to land some hits, get some extra points, because they're always useful, and we hit him. Yep, there we go, get some hits on him, which is nice. All he's going to be doing is going for points as well, but he's got that destroyer to the far side of him. Man, some of our destroyers really got up the far end of the battlefield, didn't they? And the Glossonier took down the battleship, so all we have left is this carrier. Good luck trying to get the kill on the carrier, because I just don't have, well, yeah, with the battleship right next door and the destroyer on the other side, this carrier really is out of his element. And the torpedoes go in, and he's gone, wiping out the team. Now, the Ernst Gaede, we did get Nameless Hero, and that's thanks to those torpedoes. The guns are quite good. You can do quite a lot of damage against cruisers with these guns. So, and if you're in that type of player that you're not too fussed on the smoke, it actually makes for a very good destroyer line. It does get smoke at tier 9 and 10. As well as sonar and those powerful guns, so it becomes an extremely effective ship at high tiers, and is well recommended as a destroyer line as long as you can get past tier 5. But then again, Japanese torpedo boats, same issue. Hope you found that useful, hope you found that educational. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.